Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our live conversation with the English teacher, John Brown. And he's going to be with us in a moment. And if you're interested to join on this session, please click on this Google Meet link so that you can be one of the participants. Okay, and make sure you have your audio and video features are activated, otherwise it will be difficult for you to join with us. Okay, and thank you very much once again. um, I've shared the link in the comment section. I expect the teacher Brown is going to join us in no time. So teacher Brown is also my teacher who taught me British RP accents, the phonetics, those amazing features, those sounds, those symbols, which helped me a lot. Okay, so I believe that he can tell us lots of things today about how anyone can develop, grow, and be a very amazing speaker. Bear in mind that all these things are really needed for you to prove yourself that you can speak English well. And honestly speaking, there are many teachers, in different places, different platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and other, apps. But if I compare, Teacher Brown is the most amazing and unique teacher because his methods, his explanations are so easy that anyone can follow and develop themselves. Okay. So, once again, guys, welcome to our New Year's first live conversation with the English teacher John Brown. I've just sent him a message, so uh, he will be with us. Okay, I'm trying to share this live broadcast to other, you know, pages as groups so that they can also join. Everyone is welcome to join. Okay, so Um, guys, we're going to ask some questions to Teacher Brown as soon as he's here. In the meantime, if you've got anything to ask, you're more than welcome to ask me in the comment section if you don't want to join us, okay? Okay, I can see some people are watching from Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, guys. Tahleel alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah barakatuh. Hope you're doing great. And also people who are, in YouTube channel, thank you very much, guys, for joining. I've just shared the link once again, and I believe that with this link, uh, okay. Okay, Teacher Brown has sent me a message that's asking app. No, Teacher Brown, copy and paste this link. Just you have to click on it. It's not app. You can join from browser. So joining Google Meet is very easy. What you have to do is you have to copy and paste this link, and it will let you in with the our this Google Meet. Let me see if I can add someone else. Hmm. So welcome, Teacher Brown, at last.
Oh, sorry. You know what I'm like. Hello, Teacher Rahat. Hey,
Uh,
you know what I'm like with all this. I think, oh, a link, right? Okay. So what happens next? I'm useless with internet, mate. Trust me. Check. That's I deal with my. Can you hear me?
yes, Teacher Brown, welcome. I can hear you.
Ah, okay, good. So,
But your screen seems to be frozen. I don't know the reason why. That's okay, no problem. You carry on talking. Oh, now it's
oh,
okay.
yeah, it's probably my internet connection is really bad here where I am. Okay, I have I've connected to my own Wi-Fi, not the hot Wi-Fi of this house, because it's so bad the Wi-Fi here. I've got a portable Wi-Fi, so I use a portable Wi-Fi. It seems a lot better, you know.
That's okay, thank you. By the way, Teacher Brown, we have shared these broadcasts through Facebook Live as well as YouTube channel. Some people are watching from there.
Oh,
Welcome. Yeah, welcome everyone. If you want to have a conversation with Teacher Brown, this is your opportunity because it's totally free today. I've shared the link in the Facebook as well as YouTube channel so that you can join us and ask. Okay. Oh, someone has joined. Hey, driver, now welcome.
Hello.
hey, Jay.
Uh,
Hello.
Dravana is a guitar teacher from Ukraine, and he knows you very well by the Teacher Brown.
Okay,
Good to
guitar.
see
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, I
Okay.
have a guitar. I have a guitar. I can't play it, but I have a nice guitar, but I can't play it. So I use it as an ornament.
Oh, I can teach you, and teacher Rahat also can.
My
Yeah.
fingers are old. They're too slow now.
Something easy you can, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Dravana, for joining. And let me share this link to another person. Hang on a moment, please.
Teacher Rahat, could you send me this link to Facebook Messenger? Because for me, I'm from mobile. It would be better if I rejoin from computer.
Sure, I've just sent it. Hang on a moment, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I'm going to send to Sarah Catholic Jesus, who he wants to join. Hang on a second. And welcome, Teacher Brown. I know that you're quite busy person. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I've been very busy because Obviously I've been creating my course, so that's finished now. All right. And I do take live classes as well, but only 3 a week. I do 3 classes a week for my subscribers. But yeah, I'm not too busy, to be fair. At the moment, I'm back to work tomorrow because you know I have another job. I work in the building industry, so I'm also a construction worker, okay, or decorator to be exact. But I've always that's been my job since I was younger, and I kind of substitute it with my teaching, you know. Um, but with a bit of luck, you know, because my next birthday, I'm going to be a little bit older, and hopefully I'll be able to retire from my construction work. You know, that's the idea. I'm looking forward to that. Yes.
Okay, that's great, teacher Brown. Thank you very much for joining me. As you know, this lesson has only an hour. We have already spent 12 minutes. That's okay. So today, my intention is to promote your classes and lessons and how they can join you. Uh, Before that, Teacher Brown, I'd like to ask you two basic questions, which is always asked by millions of students whenever I make a live stream. First thing, many students do not understand the basic difference between the British English and, as you know, there is only one English you say, as the Queen says, but American English. So, how, being a novice learner, a person can understand, oh, Teacher Brown speaks in British English. How can they understand? What are the ways?
Well, to be fair, obviously, you know, American English is kind of more widespread, all right, and only because of films. You know, there are more English American people. There are more. The main difference is if you think that what that the accent you're listening to right now I'm speaking with not actually an accent. Okay, not really. It's not regarded as an accent. If you understand about world that they say that modern RP, yeah, modern RP received. It's not really accepted nowadays. That RP, right? It means received education, accept. But you know, so basically, I'm not speaking to you with an accent. It's in English. So the accent that you're listening to is not really an accent. It's actually an English that all English accents can be compared to. All right. So American English can compare to what you're listening to now. This is regarded as the gold standard of English, the gold standard. Okay. It doesn't make it better than any other accent. You know, it doesn't make it any better. It just means that you have to have a gold standard. And modern RP, or the accent you're listening to now, is an English, not an accent. It's not an accent. It's the only accent that's not an accent. It's just called an English that other accents can be compared to. Okay. So it's like a standard, a base standard English. Okay. And it's very easy to understand because it's spoken very clearly. And you know that's how I teach. I help people to reduce their foreign accent. You know, some people have a very strong strong accent when they're speaking, which makes it quite difficult to understand, sometimes. And all I do is I help them to reduce that accent, to make it weaker, so that they're not speaking with a strong foreign accent, which is difficult to understand. And it's really important, for people that want to maybe go to university, or people that work online, people that work internationally. It's important for them to actually be understood. Otherwise, it's difficult, right? Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
I was, so, guys, would you like to introduce yourself by telling your name and where are you from, starting from Driven again?
Sir, my name is Muhin Mijan. I am from Bangladesh. I live in Dhaka. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh.
Great, thank you. Driven, please.
Hello, my real name is Oleg. I'm driving on Halo. I was on Halo as driver, and I'm from Ukraine. I'm a guitar teacher. That's it.
Thank you.
I study English. I've been taking English lessons from teacher Rahat Ali for a long time, for about 2 years.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Maidul Islam, welcome. Would you like to tell us, please, if you unmute, and tell your name and where you're from and what do you do?
Okay, thank you so much for introducing myself in front of you. So this is Maidul Islam. I am from Bangladesh and I live in Rangpur city. It's under Bangladesh, and right now I am doing graduation and my major is English Literature and Language Department. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We've got another teacher Brown's another student, teacher Alexandra. Welcome from Russia.
Hi, Alexandra.
Hello. So I was invited by. I was invited actually to this meeting.
So, teacher Alexandra, would you like to tell us about you? Like, where are you from? What do you do?
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexandra. I'm from Russia, and I am an English teacher.
Thank you very much. So today we have got teacher Brown as a special guest speaker to promote his classes and lessons. We've got another amazing speaker, Turja from the United Kingdom. Turja, are you there?
Yes, hello, good morning. I think it's good afternoon right now. I hope all of you are doing well.
Hi.
Turja is an amazing podcaster. I think you're from, at the moment, where are you from? Which part of England?
I'm currently in Newcastle upon Tyne. It's kind of chilly. I know it's kind of sunny today, but I'm feeling kind of cold. And also my ear is kind of clogged, so I barely can able to hear. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And thank you very much, Turja, for being with us. We've got Teacher Brown, and Teacher Brown has developed some classes and lessons for the students, which is very cheap. And by the way, Teacher Brown and everyone, once again, this broadcast has been shared as a live broadcast through my Facebook ID as well as YouTube channel. Some people are watching from there. So Teacher Brown.
Hello, YouTubers.
Welcome. And as you are explaining earlier, RPX, and then after that, we'll go to your course and how anyone can join and what they're going to learn from you, please.
Yes, okay. Well, I have my website. Our website has been released now after such a long time, because I had to create a course that was really productive. Okay, so I kind of whittled it down to the bare essentials of what people actually need to improve their spoken English. So I have a course available, and I don't know if you have the link there. You can click the link, you can go to the website, and the course is there, right? And it's so cheap. I made it really cheap so that everyone has the opportunity to be able to buy it. Obviously there are a lot of courses the same, but they're 10 times as expensive as mine, right? I'm going for numbers, right? I'd rather reach more people than than just make a lot of money for myself and only get a few people. So, you know, I try to get as many people as I can. And it's a course that's in 3 parts. Okay. So, and it's a video course. So let's just say the first part is all about vowel sounds and how to produce the vowel sounds, how to train to actually make a difference, you know, with the muscle memory, right? Because it's no good me just saying to you, oh, let's pronounce this word, nose. Oh, there you go. It's easy, isn't it? No, it's not easy, because you may not have that sound in your language. So my course, right, what it does is it helps you to train to be able to make these sounds, right? So that it becomes second nature. And that's the idea, all right? And I only give what you need, nothing more, nothing less, just what you need. So we have a course in 3 parts. The first part helps you to develop all the vowel sounds. And remember, it's not just I, A, O, O, U. You know, there are lots of sounds, okay, that we need to practice. And then the second part addresses connected speech, how we string sentences together, how we change the pronunciation of words when we put them into sentences, because obviously words said in isolation, okay, have a different pronunciation than when we put them into a sentence. Function words I'm talking about, words that don't carry meaning. It can be a little bit confusing, but you know, once you get into the course, you'll understand, everything's explained. It's all about training, okay? So then we can move on to the third part, and they're all video. It's a video course. So the third part is about shadow talking, how to learn to speak with me, okay? And what this does is it helps you to get the sounds, the rhythm of English, and how to get it into your memory, okay, the cortex, so that you don't have to think about it, all right? Because it's one thing me explaining this to you, it's another thing actually you doing it without thinking, okay? So you need that training aspect, and my course is all about training, physical training. It's a physical thing, speaking, right? So like going to the gym, you're not going to get big muscles if you don't know. I mean, if somebody just tells you what to do, I can't just tell you what to do and then you're going to get fit. You have to actually physically do it yourself. It's the same with speaking, all right? So that's the principle and the strategy I use. And also on my website, I have the opportunity for people to actually join my live classes. So I do 3 classes a week, okay, 12 classes a month, and there's a subscription for that. But the main thing is the course. The course is very important, because by taking the course, okay, enables you, it sets you up for the classes. It kind of sets you up for the classes, so you know exactly what to do when you join my class, because all the training is in the videos, you know, for the course. So it's kind of like structured really well, I think. It took me quite a long time to develop it, because I wanted it to be something different from anything that's out there, you know. And when I look on YouTube, for instance, there are a lot of videos of people just, like I said, you know, they just come on and then they just say, oh, this is how to pronounce this word. Appropriate. Thanks. Couldn't. There you go. Easy as that, right? No, it's not as easy as that. Okay. And, you know, and I think it's a shame, because either those people don't know what they're not doing, right? There's something they're not doing. And the thing they're not doing is there's no training element to it. All right. They just expect you to be able to pronounce these words. All right. And it's not going to happen. Not without training. Not without training the muscles to produce the sounds you need. You know, so one word contains many sounds, right? It's not that you can't pronounce all of those sounds. It's just maybe one or two sounds within that word you have a problem with. That's where you need to work, okay? It's not the word, it's a sound within the word. Okay, and then when you get that sound and you produce that sound, then you can say the word properly. You can pronounce it really well. So that's about it, really. You know, it's all about training, you know, physically training yourself to speak. And there has to be a routine, there has to be a practice there. You have to respond to me. I have to motivate you to respond. So we get a connection. We start to work like this together, you know, in rhythm. Then we get a rhythm. Then we learn to start to speak, okay? You need to get that rhythm. Without that rhythm, it's never going to happen. You know, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Thank you, Teacher Brown. So if you have got any questions from our other speakers, Maruf has joined from Bangladesh. And also there are Muhin Mizan, Drivena from Ukraine, Maidul from Bangladesh. And Turja is another amazing speaker who is a podcaster from Newcastle. And Teacher Alexander from Russia. Welcome everyone once again. So from any of our guest speakers, if you have got any question, please ask. Please make sure limit the question maximum 2 to 3 questions. Okay. So
My daughter lives near Newcastle. What's your name again? Sorry.
My name is Turja.
Turja. My daughter lives, and my son, one of my sons, and my daughter lives up in the north, Barnard Castle.
Oh, okay. So I think it's nearby Heaton.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where, and I go there sometimes. I'm going there soon. I'll be going up there soon to see them.
Yeah, it's a nice area to be in.
But you don't have a northern accent.
No, I don't have. Yeah. So basically, I don't try to stress on these, but just try to speak in a manner that people can understand the way they speak. And I'm actually also studying here, Northumbria University. I'm doing my bar course at this moment. My course is related to become a barrister, so it's kind of So at the same time, I do have my podcast available on 16 platforms. It's related to working with the young people specifically. I work with a lot of youth, those who have gone through a lot of depressions. I think I actually started it 3 years ago. I had no idea about making money all the time, but even though it's a money-making platform for me, but before that, I was kind of shy person. I barely talk to myself, and then I start to talk myself in the mirror in order to there is a lot of things I couldn't able to understand. So I feel like if you're going through a hard time, you need to talk to the people instead of talking to yourself. And also when I come across different people and I got different opinions, for which I feel like, okay, I also need to give time to myself, because every time I go to the people, it might not be the way that I assume or I expect them. And this is the exact point that I work with young people. Unfortunately, I'm actually my second profession is a professional voiceover artist. And for example, thank you for coming to Farhad Ali's live stream. Like actually, I worked with LBC Radio. Sorry.
Voiceovers kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. My Upwork is my ultimate platform where I do work, and I've worked with LBC Radio and some other brands in the UK
Oh,
and USA.
fantastic. I like LBC. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're fantastic talking about the contemporary, I mean, the concurrent issues about all of the things, I, and actually I give a voice about relating to the introduction of a program over there.
Wow. Fantastic. Sounds like you do some good work, and yeah, respect. You know, especially with
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, respect. Well done. Fantastic.
Thank,
So,
thank you
sorry.
very much, teacher. So next question, who's going to ask the next question to Teacher Brown? Teacher Alexander, I'd like to ask her first.
Yes.
So if you can ask any question, how anyone can develop, you know, as Teacher Brown has explained,
What?
the sound.
What? The sounds. I just would like to share my own experience, which I had last year when I had the interview at a language school. You know, the accent is the first thing they pay attention to when it comes to your conversation with different people. I just found out that when you speak with a good pronunciation, people will pay attention to you. Definitely, it was my own experience when I had conversation with the head of the language school. I didn't. I would. I wouldn't. I would say I didn't say any a lot of words, etc. But I did. When she heard me speaking English, she was impressed, and she asked me the question, "Where did you learn how this accent? This accent?" It's just it gave me some ideas that it's important to speak with a clear and good pronunciation, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Teacher Brown, you have mentioned connected speech. I believe that many of the other learners do not have an idea what is connected speech and how it works. Would you like to highlight a little bit, please?
Well, connected speech is how we connect language together. That's all. Okay, it's just how. Well, if you get a load of words and put the words together, when we put the words together in a sentence, we can make it easier to say that sentence by using connected speech. And a lot of it, you know, happens naturally. Okay. You don't have to think about it. And if you speak carefully, slowly, then connected speech doesn't really happen so much. But when you speak at normal speed, casually, then because if I go from one sound to another sound, then there may appear another sound, all right? And it's only because of the transition between the two sounds, and that sound's made in my mouth, just the how they blend together, all right? It's just a way of blending the words together. So connected speech just makes it easier for you to speak English. It makes it easier, okay? And so, for instance, you have a linking R, okay? In British English, we don't pronounce the R at the end of words, okay? For instance, if I said, you were out. You were out. Right. Now, if I said that quickly, the word were, there's no R, were. You can't hear the r at the end of the word were, okay? Because it's British English and it's non-rhotic. That means we don't pronounce the R at the end of words, right? However, if the next word begins with a vowel sound, then we will link that R sound that is in the word. You'll hear it. For instance, now listen again. If I say, you were out. If I say that quickly, you were out. You were out. You can hear the R, okay? And that happens naturally, okay? I didn't have to try to produce this R sound. It's only because I spoke casually and a little bit quicker. I said it quicker. So the were out, that R sound just links the words together, okay? And it just makes it easier for us to speak. So that's connected speech, okay? One form. There are many forms. And we also have a thing called weak forms, okay? Weak forms. So certain words like function words, I'm not talking about vowels or nouns, adjectives, adverbs. They're not function words, they're content words. We generally don't change the pronunciation of those because they're important, okay? And we need to hear them. But function words like for or the or them or us, or even pronouns like him, her, okay? We change them because they're not important. And what happens, the reason we change them is just to make it easier to actually speak. For instance, if I said, we can wait for the bus. We can wait for the bus. If I say that naturally, listen to the word can and the word for. We can wait for the bus, for the. Okay? So I've changed the pronunciation of we can becomes we can wait for the bus. We can wait for the bus. Right. So it just makes it easier to actually speak. That's what's happening, right? And it's a natural thing, right? I love it. It's fascinating to me, you know, and being a native speaker, I never really knew that I was doing this until I became an English tutor. I didn't know that I was actually doing this. And, you know, it's quite amazing, really. Let's get another sentence. So, he wants to come and see us tonight. He wants to come and see us. He wants to. He wants to come. He wants to come. To come. To come. Do you hear that? To. So I've changed that word from to to. To becomes to. He wants to come. It makes it easy to speak. That's all. That's all that's happening. And it's a natural thing, you know. It's something that happens with the development of language. You know, as language has evolved, this is what's actually happened, you know, and it's all to do with, you can hear it now. It's all to do with, I said to do. Can you hear? Can you hear? Okay. That's connected speech. All right. That's all it is. It's just that. It's just a way to make you to help you to speak more easily. And I teach that. I teach that, and I don't just teach it. I train people to be able to do that themselves. Themselves, not themselves. Themselves. I've done it again. I'm always using weakened forms when I'm speaking. So do every single native speaker. We all use weakened forms. We all use connected speech, and we do it naturally. And that's only because we've learned to speak doing this, right? No one taught me to do this. It's all about training. You don't have to remember. You don't have to remember all of this. You just need to practice. That's why you do shadow talking in my course. That's how my course works. It trains you to do this naturally. So eventually, you know, you'll actually do it yourself. And hey, listen, guys, if only I can stress, right? I've been teaching for many years for free, right, online. And I still do my charity things. I still do my live classes because I like doing it. But if only people knew how productive my course was, they would go and buy it tomorrow. You wouldn't hesitate. You would not hesitate. Okay, that's how productive it is. And people just don't know because I've only just started with it, you know, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. When people start to understand, I intend to change the way people actually learn to speak English.
Thank you very much, Teacher Brown. This is one of the reasons why I have invited you today to get a little bit passive marketing about you, your courses, and teaching styles. We've got another new person, Habib Jubair. Welcome. So, has anyone got any other question from our guest speakers? Moheen or Maidul, or maybe Habib or Drabna?
That is difficult, right? Because it's to explain connected speech sometimes is confusing for people. That's why in my course I don't do too much explaining. More training, less explaining. That's it. Okay.
Thank you very much, Teacher Brown. Any question from anyone?
May I? Okay, my question is not about English. I know some English, that's enough for me. If I understand you, that's very good for me.
Sorry, Draven, would you please reduce your volume? It's too loud, yeah.
Too
Little
loud?
bit. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how. I can speak a little bit quietly.
Please.
Yeah, okay. My question is about working online because I'm also an English, no, I'm not an English teacher, but I'm a guitar teacher and I'm giving private lessons online. Well, the question is, how do you provide your community? In my opinion, that's a really important thing to keep your community of your students together, especially as I'm an English student and I can't talk to my teacher every day, but I need to practice. And keeping community is the most important thing, I think. And teaching music is really similar to teaching language. You have to make some sounds, wrong or correct sounds, wrong sounds, but you have to work on sounds.
Yes, I agree. Do you want to ask that, Teacher Rahat? How does the community, how to interact with this community? Is that what you're saying, driving out? How to interact with your community and how best to interact with your community? Well, I would say don't be so much like me. I'm a very direct person and I say things sometimes that I shouldn't say, but I'm honest, and a lot of people don't like me for that, right? And so be nice, just be nice. That's all I can say, and then your community will build up.
It's better to be honest than to lie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But you're right, Driver. Music is like teaching language because they're sounds.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you do it. How you keep. So you teach online. So how do you?
I work at physical school in my country. I go to work right now. Now we have holidays, but usually I work at physical class, at a physical class. But I also have some private lessons online.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the biggest question to keep my students together. I created a Telegram chat, Telegram group, and the question is how to make them work, how to keep them work. I have to encourage them every day, like, guys, who played today, who practiced today. You don't? Oh, that's not good.
I think to be consistent with what you do.
Yes.
You know,
Mm.
if you're consistent and you're there all the time for them, then some people, they like that. So they like.
Yeah, I remember that time when I was a student on Halo. For me, that was really hard to join to students' live streams. For me, it was easier to join to teachers' live streams, lessons, because I always know teacher is a professional, and I feel safe. I feel safe. I feel comfortable. If I'm wrong, if I say something wrong, it's okay. Teacher will correct me. But it's a little bit questionable when I join to some people who are not a professional teacher. But I know I need to do this because it's real life. Real life. You will talk to not only to good people like this. The question is how to keep your students together, how to make them respect each other, trust each other, trust the community.
Yeah.
This is the question.
Yeah, I think time as well. Time over time, you realize that you have these students that are still with you over time. These are the most important ones, I think. Like Alexandra, for instance, Alexandra, she's one of my students, right? And she's been with me for so many years. And she promotes me now. She helps me. I help her. So we work together. And I think over time, you'll realize that there are certain people that stay with you, all right? Those are they're your core. They're your real people. Okay, they support you. These are the important ones, and they can help. I think I'm very lucky to have people like Alexandra. And and teacher Rahat and other teachers as well, and I'm very lucky to have them because without them, it's just me. So yeah, the main people are the ones that stay with you for a long time.
Yes. Okay, as a teacher, I have to make them stay with me. Yeah, because yes, please, because I have to give something. I have to give my time to them. I have to give my efforts, and they will pay back.
What you
Now
give,
I understand.
what you
Yeah.
give, you receive. You receive what you give. So
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah. So that's what I do. I try to give, because it doesn't matter. It's not for me really. It's for them, especially with English, because it can change their life.
Yeah.
I realized that very quickly. I realized that I can change people's lives. I can help them improve their lives or do things that they wouldn't have been able to do. And so I give. And when I give, and then I realized by giving, yeah, in the beginning I was getting nothing back. Okay. And then I realized that it's not about money, it's about how I can help people. And that's the satisfaction I receive now, you know. And it builds up from there. It builds up from there. So you just keep being consistent.
Yeah.
And then you see what happens. Those people will become dedicated to you and promote you. And they've, yeah, I'm lucky. I feel lucky. I have lots of people that have stayed with me. There are a lot of people that have left me because they don't understand me. Okay, they think maybe I'm rude, maybe, but I'm just a direct person. I say what I think, whether I'm right or wrong. That's how I learn, right? And the people that stayed with me understand me now. They understand me because they stayed, and they're the important ones. I think they're the important ones. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Drivana. Maidul has got a question for Teacher Brown.
Hello, sir. Greeting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, greeting. Greeting, everyone. So, first of all, I would like to say, so I'm a learner, English learner, and so that's why I apologize to everyone. And there will be some mistakes, so just forgive me. And so I would like to say, actually, sir, I am English learner, and I want to go study abroad after complete my graduation from Bangladesh. And so so that's why I need to IELTS result. So IELTS is a big syllabus, I think. So there will be a lot of study, maybe. So that's why. So I have to prepare for it, and I don't know. Actually, I don't know about IELTS yet. So right now I am doing graduation in Bangladesh University. It's a 4-year course. I mean, it's a graduation 4-year course. Already I complete 3 years, and I have 1 year yet. And after that, I will complete graduation. And I want to go study abroad for master's program about English linguistic. And so that's why. So if I go study abroad, so I need to IELTS score. And I don't know how to complete my IELTS exam and how to subjugate all English language. It's very easily. And how many time to complete it? So if you suggest me about it, maybe it will be very helpful for me for study abroad.
Well, I think Teacher Rahat would be the best person to help you with that because he teaches IELTS, you know, and what I do, okay, my speciality is just to help people to improve the way they speak, which will help with IELTS, okay, because generally, you know, it's about speaking. So the more naturally you can speak, the more you can understand and give a response that's not just a one word answer, you know, with IELTS. I think, am I right, Teacher Rahat? It's better when you're doing IELTS is to be descriptive when you're giving answers. Okay, so try to be descriptive. Try to don't just give simple one-word answers in your IELTS. You know, I don't teach IELTS. I just help people to prepare for IELTS by helping them to improve their spoken English, and then it's up to them to go on from there, you know. So
yeah, thank you so much, sir. So actually then sir, you can share me one same things. Yeah, there are, I mean, IELTS exam, it's created for 4 topics. I mean, say reading, writing, and say listening and speaking. and listening, reading, and writing. So that's a difficult part. Maybe Rahad Ali sir also help me about it, and you can help me for English speaking. So
Yes.
how to yeah, you can give me clear concept. So how to subjugate only English speaking, it's properly like native English speaker. So how to develop myself like native English speaker.
Yeah, that's what my course will do, is just to help you to improve the way you speak English and your listening skills, because obviously, you know, if you understand how native speakers use connected speech and stuff like that, okay, then your listening skills will improve also just by
Yeah.
doing it, right? But the hardest things are speaking and writing. Okay, reading and listening are much more easy than speaking and writing, because you have to make it with yourself, your mind. You have to write. But when you're reading,
Yeah.
it's there, the grammar is there, everything is there. It's easier, much easier. So writing and speaking are the hardest skills to learn. Okay, and if you concentrate on writing and speaking, the reading and the listening will come. Okay, especially the listening, that will come through learning to speak better. Learning to speak will improve your listening. They're not separate skills, it's one skill. Okay, a lot of people think that listening and speaking are two different skills, when in fact you can say they're the same skill, because when you improve your speaking, your listening will also improve. Okay, so don't think of listening and speaking as different skills. They're the same thing, really. All right, and you can improve your speaking by listening, and you can improve your listening by speaking.
Thank you very much, Teacher Brown. We have got another teacher, Abdullahi Abdurrahman from Somalia, I think. Welcome.
Teacher Abdullahi. Hello. I haven't seen him for a while.
Abdurrahman, are you there? I believe that he has muted his microphone.
Is that Abdullahi from Somalia?
That's right, yeah. And another person also with similar first name, Abdul Alim Tazim. Welcome.
Welcome.
So, any question from anyone? Any more question?
Questions? No?
Abdul says I have a technical issues, and that's okay, no worries. All right, Teacher Brown, you know, for many English learners, it's been difficult, they say, to follow the British standard accent, which we say RP accent. Do you have any, you know, easy method to develop and grow the RP accent, the modern RP?
Train. It's about training, you know, and that's all. Like I said, it's like going to the gym. I call it phonetics at the gym. Phonetics at the gym, because it's like going to the gym. You know, you're not going to improve your fitness if you just sit there and watch the class. And that's what happens a lot of time, you know. So to improve your British English, all you need to do, if that's what you would like, to improve the way you speak, and to get that easily spoken British RP, which is modern RP, okay, not RP, modern RP, or some people call it BBC English, some people call it General British, and I like to refer to it as General British rather than RP, because I don't really like that expression. All right, received pronunciation kind of suggests that only that is acceptable. So I like to call it British English, okay? General British, sorry, general British, not British English. The term British English is not correct. That could mean anything. That could mean a Newcastle accent, Geordie, Scottish, Welsh,
Cockney.
Cockney. It's all British English. So that term is not correct. People shouldn't use that term. General British is better because general British refers to the accent you're hearing now. You have general American, you have general British. Those two accents are generally taught by tutors, okay? But yeah, you shouldn't, when you hear people say, oh, do you speak American English or do you speak British? Do you like American English or do you like British English? What do you mean British English? Which accent? What English are you talking about? Scottish, Welsh, Geordie, Scouse, Cockney? It's all British. So that doesn't really help. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything when people say British English. General British is better. General British means is either BBC English, modern RP, contemporary RP. It's all the same, okay? So that's the accent that I'm speaking to you with right now. And our friend there from Newcastle has almost a British accent, an RP accent, or a general British accent himself. And you have developed it as well, Teacher Rahat, and so has Alexandra. But that's only because you trained yourself to do this, right? So you had to train. You know, you couldn't just do it. Okay, our friend from Newcastle, he's very good with voices, I can tell. So I bet it was quite easy for you because you're
Thank you.
The only thing, I've never been to the UK and any English-speaking countries.
She's never been to the
This
UK.
is the different. Yes, I've never been, but some people think I've been there.
I think that the core element to advance your performance while speaking in English, it's just shadowing and listening to the people and how they do interact. For example, when I go to the court and see the barristers, how they do deliver their speech, and the most important thing I do like to see what are the points they want to say, how they do interact with the judges. And sometimes it happens, you try to talk like them or you try to be like them. So when you try to be like them, I think that's a problem. When you try to be like when you look into the loopholes and try to be yourselves and just take the tips from the people, that's how you're going to advance yourself. And it was not a easy peasy thing for me when I started my bar course. Started my bachelor, and I was quite nervous when I started my course, and everybody was telling me that you need to have very good communication skills. It's not just about English; it's about the legal terms. You need to endear yourself too, and another. I really enjoyed the people from different parts of the UK. Specifically, I had a hard time whenever I came across with one Liverpool guy.
But it's very important. It's true what you say. It's the terminology. However, you know, it's also if you had a really strong foreign accent, that would be a problem for you to be a barrister. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things I help people to take away that strong accent so that they can perform their job. You know, it depends. You know, for instance, you want to be a barrister. So it's important that you have clearly well-spoken English, right? And fact, okay. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but you know,
I had like a hard time when I had one. Sorry, my bank teacher is from.
Sorry, we've got 5 more minutes. Yeah, this is going to be end.
All right, I'll be taking just like 30 seconds. So I had a hard time when I went to the Lincolnton. I met with one Liverpool guy. I think I shared this story with Mr. Rahat.
So I was having he was telling something like "Ooh," like, and also I had with the Black Forest accent. I think this is the most heard accent in the UK. The Black Forest in the Birmingham. I don't know. I try to talk with the kids and try to interact what they are saying. It feels like it's completely different thing that I knew before. So I don't know whether you come across anyone from Black Forest. Have you?
I don't. Yeah, the Midlands accent. Yeah, yeah. Brummy, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do understand that. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Tudor. We've got two more persons, Dabang Hero and Simeon BNM. Welcome. We've got exactly 3 minutes and 52 seconds to end this session. If you've got any question, guys, so ask in one, I think, in few seconds, please. Dabang Hero, welcome.
Hello. Yes, thank you for having me, Teacher Rahat, and it's been really nice talking with everybody, and it's very nice to meet you all. You know, and good luck with your barrister job. You know, I really have a lot of faith in you, and I think that you're gonna make it easy. And Drivena, thank you for chatting with me and everybody. It's been really,
Thank
really.
you.
Honestly, Teacher Brown and everyone will. So we like to continue this meeting once a week. So if anyone is interested, just keep an eye on our advertisements, you know, so that they can join us. Okay, and thanks Churja for all the explanation. And any more question, because we have still got 3 minutes, 30 seconds more. Any more question from anyone?
Please tell your questions in a few minutes.
You don't have enough time.
Just thank you, Teacher John. Thank you, Teacher Rahat. I hope we will continue our meetings and see you around.
Yeah,
That's
remember, take my English course, right? It costs nothing. Stop being a Scrooge.
That's right. I was going to say to the people who are
Okay.
I worked hard on this, all right? I worked hard.
people who like to develop their speaking or spoken English and communication skill, please join Teacher Brown's courses. I've already shared the link, and we're going to share it again after finishing this meeting.
Okay.
Your microphone is unmuted, Davang. You need to unmute it if you want to say something. Yes, Simeon, have you got anything to ask? Possibly not. Okay.
Well, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for having me again. You know, and I'll look forward to chatting again with you guys. You know, I think it was really, really enlightening and exciting, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Once again, Teacher Brown, Drivna, Mohin, Turja, Maidul, Teacher Alexandra, Simeon, Abdullahi, Abdurrahman, and some people have already left. It's going to be finishing in any moment now. Thank you very much. I'd like to see you in the future. If you are free, please do join us. I believe that it will be really
Thank you so much, sir.
helpful sessions for the people who are listening to us and will be listening to us later. Okay, thank you once again. Let's stay together.
Don't forget to subscribe Mr. Rahat on his YouTube channel and also our new teacher. We hope to be together here in the next week. Till then, take care, and thank you, Mr. Rahat, for hosting me. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
No problem.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much once again, guys. It's really my pleasure. Okay, so guys, this is going to end soon. Before I end up the session, please make sure you follow Teacher Brown or join his lessons and classes, and also watch some British movies if you like to develop your accent to the next level, especially Harry Potter and all the related series. All right, Johnny Carter, sorry I couldn't see a message earlier. Yeah, anyone can join our sessions. Thank you very much, guys. We are going to end it now. You take care and